Hi, today we're at Sainte Eglise. We're going to take a little bit of a look at the church and the Airborne Museum. It's a scorching hot day again. The American Airborne were dropped here in World War II on D-Day. They shouldn't have been dropped here. I think they were miles off course. And the Germans occupied this town. The Germans, once they realised that paratroopers were being dropped on this area, were just shooting them all out of the sky. So I don't think it was a particularly nice place to be. Anyway, one of the paratroopers got caught up on the church roof, and what they do is they keep a model of that on the church roof today. So we're going to take a look at that. Again, June 6, 1944, that's paratrooper John Steeple. John Steeple was a private. To his name, he was called John Big Ass to his men, or to his friends. I think as well, some of his people changed his name as a bit of a joke to John Steeple, but it was actually John Steele, his real name. And today, well, that's where he finished up in 1944. He died in 1969, I think. We're inside the church now of where John Steele finished up as a paratrooper, or John Big Ass, which I think was the name. Apparently he liked to drink lots of beer and practice fly fishing. He was awarded the Bronze Star, I think, or the Bronze Medal, whatever. Actually quite a pretty church. I must admit, the stained glass windows are quite spectacular. In the film The Longest Day, John Steele was played by an actor called Red Buttons. He actually stayed hung there for 2 hours pretending to be dead before the Germans noticed him. They took him down, took him prisoner, to which he escaped, joined his battalion or his unit, and then they captured this town. It's one of the first towns to be liberated. We're on our way in to visit the Airborne Museum. It's Sainte Eglise. Get some tickets. Let's go and have a look. I think that's a Sherman.
Gentlemen, you are 2 minutes late. I hope that won't happen on you today. I brought you here today because Operation Neptune is about to start. Our theater of operations, now I'm sure you're all anxious to get started after working with maps and models for weeks. Now, it's time for you to know what your true mission is. We'll also give you the opportunity to explain your objectives in detail. True code names we've given to our airdrop missions. Albany for the 101st, in Boston for the 82nd. Gentlemen, I don't need to remind you that it is vital that you achieve your objective. Whatever the cost, and as soon as possible, you must establish a solid beachhead at the Utah Beach area. The success of our landings depends on it. Gentlemen, before you know, as I was saying, gentlemen, this will be no easy task, but I know you all quite well, and I have full confidence in your abilities, and those of your men. We're fully trained and eager to fight. At nightfall, the first 20 aircraft to take off will be carrying the pathfinders of both divisions. They will go off, reconnoiter, and mark out our 6 respective drop zones. The sticks from the 101st will be dropped between 20 and 27, and the sticks from the 82nd will be dropped between 01:21 and 02 a.m. Now, let's go over the mission order details for D-Day. I'll start with the Albany mission. The 6,928 Screaming Eagles of the 101st Airborne will be dropped on 3 drop zones, coded A, C, and D. Officers of the 101st, I require your full attention, since this will be your baptism of fire, so that you may identify yourselves at night in enemy territory. You will use the password FLASH. In response, you will hear the answer thunder. You also have a cricket, similar to the one I'm holding right here. If you are alone in the middle of the night, pressing and releasing this blade will make a clicking sound. You will hear 2 clicking clacks in reply. This distinctive sound will allow you to meet up together. Now, gentlemen, please stop playing with your crickets and be quiet for a moment. I'm about to give you the different targets for each unit. Drop zone A. Saint Martin de Barville. From 050, the 502nd Parachute Infantry Regiment and the 377th Parachute Field Artillery Battalion must seize coded beach exit 3 and 4 in Saint Martin de Barville and Hauteville-la-Hubert. You must destroy the heavy battery in Saint Martin and the quarters coded WXYZ in the village of Mézières. Drop zone C, Esville. From 0114, the 3rd 501st PIR, the 1st and 2nd 506 PIR, and HQ 101 Airborne must seize coded beach exits 1 and 2 in Poupeville and Odionville. Drop zone D, Agonville, Eau Pleine. From 0131, the missions of the 1st and 2nd 501st PIR, the 3rd 506 PIR, and Company C of the 326th Airborne Engineer Battalion will be to protect the southern flank towards Carentan. Take Baquet-Lac, blow up the bridges over the Douvre River, and capture the wooden bridges in the port near Brabant. Now, let's move on to the 82nd Airborne. Their deployment will be made in 3 stages. Mission Boston is entrusted to Force A, whose 6,420 All-Americans will be dropped in 3 coded drop zones, O, N, and T. Now, with the wealth of experience you've acquired during the last operations in Sicily and Italy, you will not officially be given crickets. However, if, like your comrades in the 101st, you shall use passwords to identify yourselves. Drop zone O. Sainte Eglise. From 0151, the 505th PIR, and the units from the headquarters 82nd, the 456th PFAB, and the 307th AEB must seize and hold Sainte Eglise. Take and protect the bridges over the Médère River in La Fièvre and Chef du Pont, and they must hold a defensive line from Neuville-au-Plan to Bougainville. And finally make contact with the 101st Airborne. Drop zone N, Piconville. From 0208, the 501st PIR, and men from the 307th AEB must destroy the bridges between the Doubs River and Beauzonville-Bastille and Etionneville. Secure a bridgehead as far as the village of Renouf. Set up a reserve force and get ready to move west as far as the Doubs River when ordered by the division. Zone T, Amfreville. From 0232, 507th PIR must seize, organize, and protect the division drop zone. Assist the 505th PIR in taking the bridges over the Magdalene River. Make contact with the 508 in the village of Renouf, and get ready to move west as far as the Doubs River when ordered by the division. Well, I hope the objectives are clear. You'll have to know them by heart. Now, a quick reminder to all units. Enemy lines of communication must be cut at all costs, and you must submit daily reports to your respective headquarters. A brief update on your M42 jump uniforms. They will be impregnated with an anti-vesicant compound. Your trousers have been reinforced with canvas at the knees and the thigh pockets. Your jacket has padded elbow and hip pockets so you can carry more material. One last word, gentlemen. You are about to take place in the largest air operation ever. D-Day is set for June 6th, and the eyes of the world are upon us. Good luck. God bless you.
This is an original M4 tank from World War II. Apparently it had a lot of disadvantages. It was too heavy, it was too high, it couldn't shoot very far, but what it could do was it was accurate in its shooting, and it was faster turning on its turret, and it could shoot quicker. Plus, they were built in, I think there was around 50,000 were built. When the Americans came over, they used these gliders, and then basically were towed by other planes and then released, which kept them really quiet. Here's some of the soldiers that served and their belongings. Some of the rations and food that you would might recognise: brown flakes, Rice Krispies, corn flakes, there in the corner. There's my dad's old football rattle. Do you remember them, Dad? Well, it's quite a little set that they would have had for bandages and things. Ammo nitrate. Poison. Well, they're quite small, really. Not as big as what I thought they would have been, but I wouldn't want to be on one of them when it crash lands. I think they actually split, so the tail half could lift up. And put the odd Jeep inside. Let's see if we can take a look inside. So, this is what it would have looked like inside. The soldiers, ammunition, and then the same behind. And Willie's Jeep. Apparently 19 miles to the gallon. Apparently the original Jeep wasn't by Willie, it was by Probst, but they couldn't make them enough, or make enough of them fast enough. So all the plans were handed over to a company called Willie's. So hence Willie's Jeep. It's got skids on the front. When parachutes were dropped with containers on them, different coloured parachutes meant different things. So a red parachute had munitions on it, a yellow one had medical supplies on it, a blue one had food rations, a green one transmissions, radios, and a white one equipment and materials. Never knew that. So different coloured parachutes had different types of things in them. This was a general purpose truck. There was thousands and thousands and thousands of these made. I think they came out of the Pontiac factory. They could use them for all sorts of things, carrying troops, carrying munitions, carrying just about anything. There were several different versions based on weight. So, and there's the inside. I don't know if you can see that.
What airplane is this? C-47?
That's the same thing. The military version.
Same?
The military version was called C-47.
So there they are on parachute training. So M1942 jumpsuit and a T5 parachute. There's a certificate for passing the paratrooper course and a paratrooper's boots. So quite good boots, to be fair. And there's the badges, or parachute badges or jump wings. This showing you with his kit. It's got a radio, rifle, spare parachute. Slightly different kit.
I was just correcting myself, so I wasn't trying to answer my question.
There's one of the airborne flags and the helmets and steel.
So what is it? They said it was a helmet up on?
So see this one in the background? With this wire stuff.
And for getting people to buy war bombs.
Over to make this thing short. And that's
Some of the guns that they would use. Machine gun. The rifle is just huge. It's an enormous piece of kit. I mean, the bayonet must be 18 inches, 2 foot long. Then you get a bit. That one's a little bit lighter weight, I think. You got the flash on again. There's Christine dressed as a paratrooper. Christine's going to demonstrate how you get in a parachute.
Too far?
Oh, she's done it.
And this is Paratrooper Steve.
There's paratroopers waiting to they have to remember as well that they did drop motorcycles.
My name is George. I'm a small notch in 1910 birthday. I was ordained to the priesthood of the Episcopal Church on January 12, 1936.
And this is a Dodge truck. Some of the German uniforms. Along with the Nazi swastika, which incidentally is the symbol that the Finnish Air Force still use today. Although probably don't call that, I don't know whether it's called a swastika or not, but it's the same symbol. And I think in India, or in Indian, it's a symbol of peace. A little bit of an interruption here, but there's an automatic lawnmower. Never seen one of them before. Running around, cutting the grass, gets to the other end, turns round, and it comes back. How cool is that? Better than pushing. I think we're in an aircraft at the minute. And there's the all the soldiers waiting to jump. boots. I don't think he got them shot off like he said in the film. Church. And there's his medals. He's got a purple hat there as well. Where he served. I think that's the uniform of General Ridgway. Certificate of a Medal of Honor. I think a yellow parachute was ammunition, I think. And I guess they were still using horses. And then a hospital truck. Difficult to see inside. Oh. Inside the hospital truck. There's a memorial wall. That's Forces uniform. Reconnaissance aircraft. And a simple motorbike that some of the paratroopers used to have. You often drop with them, won't they? Is that an Olympic torch? Torch was presented by Eisenhower to the village. We've got a room of various uniforms. German. I think these are British uniforms, paras. Oh, Canadian. That one.